Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. So today we are continuing with Vlogtober and I decided I am going to do the look that James Charles did. It looks like this. Hopefully you guys can see that. And yeah, I'm going to be recreating that look today, so I am super excited and let's get started. I am going to do the right side first, so that is the double side. So I'm going to take my Morphe M578 brush and I am going to dip into the shade You're Kidding. It is like a super bright red and I love this shade. I use this shade literally all of the time. It's one of my favorites out of the James Charles palette. So I'm just going to dip my brush into this red and I'm just going to put this in my inner and outer crease. Okay, I'm actually going to change brushes and I'm going to use the M505 brush. It's just more of a fluffy brush. Now I have the color You're Kidding laid down and I think I am going to go ahead and cut my crease next. So I'm going to use my Morphe concealer in the shade, I believe it's like medium 15 or something like that. I don't really remember. It doesn't really say on the bottle. It says C3.15, so whatever that is, that's my shade. My crease is cut and now I think I'm going to go ahead and dip into the shade Spooky, which is literally just like a black color. This is what it looks like. And I am going to kind of put that like in the top of my crease. You always want to be careful with black because you don't want to get too much. That like it is for now, and I think I am going to go ahead and pull out my Morphe 3502 palette and I am going to go ahead and dip into the shade Ruby. It's just like a straight sparkly red color. I use this one a lot too. I love it. And I'm just going to apply this right on top of my lid. Shade Ruby on my lid, and then I also went back in with You're Kidding and Spooky and just kind of blended those both into my crease. So now I am going to take the shade, I think I'm going to take the shade Ring Light, which is like a super just like light glittery shade. I'm just going to put that over the shade Ruby on my lid. I'm just going to use my finger. Now I'm going to take this teeny tiny Morphe brush and I'm going to go back into the shade Ring Light and I'm just going to place this shade right on my inner corner. Okay, now I'm going to go back into the shade You're Kidding and I am going to just place that under my lower lash line to just smoke this look out a little bit. I'm also going to grab this super tiny Morphe brush again, go back into the shade Ring Light, and I'm just going to put that on my brow bone. Okay, and now my eyeshadow is all done. I am going to grab my NYX Epic Ink Liner, and I'm going to go ahead and do my wing. Okay, that wing actually came out very good, very quickly, so I'm pretty happy about that. So next I'm going to go ahead and draw like the little devil tail that goes through my eyebrow. Okay, so for the devil tail I'm going to go ahead and use the NYX liner in red, and I'm just going to kind of draw around my eyebrow, and I'm going to start down here so that it comes up here. Okay, so I have the devil tail drawn on. I went ahead and did that off camera because I really needed to get like really close up in there and really look. So I'm going to go ahead and go over it with the shade You're Kidding, the eyeshadow, just to kind of bring it out a little bit more. Okay, so the devil side is all done. I am loving the way this one looks, and I cannot wait to start the angel side, so let's get started on that side. I am going to start out with the shade Flashback. It is just like the super white shade, and I'm going to go ahead and put this shade all over my lid. Okay, now that I have that shade on, I am going to, what am I going to do? I am going to go ahead and I think I'm going to dip into the shade Hello. It is just like a glittery blue color, and I am going to go ahead and put that shade in my outer crease. Okay, so now I have that shade on my outer crease. It's so pretty. I love it. I am going to go ahead and take the shade Ring Light, and I'm going to put the shade all over my lid. Now I'm going to dip into the shade Spooky just a little tiny bit. And I'm just going to kind of put that up here on top of the blue, just to kind of make this a little smokier. And I'm going to go ahead and take Ring Light, and I'm going to put that on my brow bone and on my inner corner. Now I'm going to go back into the shade Hello, and I'm just going to put that on my bottom lash line. Okay, so now the eye for that is all done. I need to go ahead and add the halo above my eyebrow. So I'm going to go in with my NYX Wet n Wild palette. This is from the Fantasy Makers collection. I haven't gotten to use this yet, so I'm super excited. Okay, so I dipped into the yellow of the Fantasy Makers Wet n Wild palette, and I'm just going to go ahead and draw the halo right above my eyebrow. Okay, so I drew the halo and it was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. So I'm going to go ahead and close this up, and I'm going to open the James Charles palette back up, and with this teeny tiny Morphe brush I'm just going to dip into the shade B and I'm just going to kind of brighten up this halo a little bit, even though that Fantasy Makers collection really did do it for me. She's bright. Okay, now I think I'm going to take the shade Ring Light and I'm just going to add some glitter to this halo. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and apply my Benefit Roller Lash. And also I'm going to go ahead and do my wing on the angel side with my NYX Epic Liner. And I'm pretty sure I forgot to mention that before this video I had already done my foundation and just a little bit of bronzer with this look, just so you guys didn't have to sit and watch me do all that too. So I have my other wing on, my lashes on, and this is the complete look. I am absolutely loving it. It is looking so cute, so pretty. I've never got to really do a look like this, so I really, really love it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and yeah, follow me on Instagram if you want to see more content. I will link it right here. I absolutely have loved doing Vlogtober. It's been so much fun, and I hope you guys have been enjoying it too. If you guys have any makeup looks that you guys want me to do or any other looks, let me know, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!